Hey everyone, I'm Chappick from Chippewa Valley Mazda, and I want to introduce to you the all-new, first-of-its-kind Mazda CX-50, available in the polymetal, as well as their brand new zircon sand. I want to do a little bit of a walk around, introduce you to the vehicle. We have these on our lot. We are very excited. It's a very exciting time to be a Mazda fan and a Mazda owner. And I want to get started by going over some of the features that we see on the vehicle itself. So just looking at the exterior on the front end of these vehicles, you'll see a very aggressive front end design. They have this black cladding that goes all the way across the front grille here, signature Mazda emblem on the front, as well as new to the CX-50s, these air dams that they put in the front of them. They actually work, they're legitimate. They set the air that goes through around the wheel. So very fancy on that side of it. And then as well as the black cladding. So Mazda sticks to its Kodo design as far as how it feels like it's in motion even when it's standing still. One of the things that I really love about just kind of the cladding in general is that outside of just this black exterior here, they do a fine line right along the top of the wheel well here, and that extends all the way across to the back end. And as we get to the back end, we will show off the tail side of the vehicle as well. So you'll see the CX-50 emblem again. These ones do have the air dam look. However, these ones are not functional. But overall, it's just an absolutely stunning vehicle to take a look at. The turbo is obviously a option that is available in this vehicle as well. So a number of trim levels that you can find on this car, but with the 2.5 turbo that is available on this particular trim level, you're looking at 256 horsepower, and it's got some get up and go and a lot of capabilities. A lot of you might be asking yourself, what exactly is the CX-50 and how does it position itself in Mazda's lineup? Well, interestingly enough, this vehicle is built on the same platform as the CX-30, but it is meant to kind of go alongside the CX-5. The difference is this is meant to be the person that enjoys, or meant for the person that enjoys backpacking, hiking, going outdoors, that sort of thing. And what I mean by that is that the vehicle sits down a little bit lower than the CX-5 in general. So they actually make a cool platform that you can buy as an accessory, but as far as like loading and unloading the top of your vehicle, they make it really easy to actually climb up on top, get to the stuff that you need. And what's interesting enough is that Mazda actually offers a 2-person and 3-person tent, so you can actually sleep on the top of this thing if you wanted to. And then as far as the cargo area itself, not a whole lot of difference overall between this and the CX-5. It's gonna be about the same width overall, but you're gonna find that it's gonna be deeper and a little bit higher too. So as far as stacking all of your bags, your gear, whatever the adventure takes you, that's what this is truly meant for as far as the cargo area. Now, not equipped on this particular unit, there is the availability of a trailer hitch that you can add to it. A Mazda factory trailer hitch, mind you, that is capable of towing up to 3,500 pounds. Getting a little bit windy out here, so maybe we should take a seat in the cabin and show you some of the features inside. So we're sitting inside the CX-50 now at this point, and I wanted to show off the brand new interior that you can find only in turbo and above CX-50s. That is this terracotta interior. It's absolutely stunning, gorgeous. They have a nice two-tone appearance to it. It just has a lot of personality as far as the interior goes. This is all simple, easy laid out. There's not too many gadgets to focus in on. You do have that beautiful 10.25-inch display, which is now actually touchscreen for the very first time. So when you have your Apple CarPlay or your Android Auto connected, you can actually slide across here, touch anything on the screen itself, and then located underneath the console here, there's a little bit of a slide-in spot for your phones, and that just fits in perfectly. There's no, you have your wireless charging. It connects seamlessly. You don't have to connect any cables. One other thing that I wanted to point out as well is that this vehicle is capable of 4 different modes. So they call it MI Drive, Mazda Intelligent Drive. So there's a switch here next to the shifter. You'll see up on the display you have your sport mode, which will give you, it'll rev actually up at a higher gear or at a higher RPM before it switches to gear. You have your normal mode, and then you have your off-road mode. And this is actually kind of the heart and lungs of what Mazda is capable of doing with the CX-50. What that off-road mode is meant to do is essentially give you the same feeling and driving dynamics that you would have typically when you're driving just from maybe work and back. You're gonna get maybe a little bit more stiffness in the steering wheel, but you're gonna notice that the vehicle just feels right, controls right, just as you'd expect it to control. And then the 4th mode that won't show up is the towing mode that I mentioned before as far as the 3,500 pounds towing. Also available on this trim level, when you put it into reverse, you have the full 360-degree camera, so it shows you not only the front and the sides and the rear, but then they do, I mean, Mazda's really taken advantage of their full display here. It's a much higher quality compared to previous models and trim levels. You can really see very well around you. And speaking of seeing well around you, this vehicle also comes equipped with the panoramic sunroof, a very first for the Mazda lineup. It lets more light into the cabin and makes you feel more a part of nature as you're venturing through the woods. And honestly, it's probably one of the most breathtaking features of this vehicle. Getting behind the wheel of the Mazda, it drives like every other Mazda in the lineup. You have good, sturdy, steady control. I always feel like I'm in control when I'm driving this vehicle. The cabin is overall very quiet in comparison to some other segments out there in this class. And just overall, you feel like you're happy when you drive it. Equipped with the 2.5-liter turbo, this vehicle is capable of 256 horsepower. If I want to get on it, it definitely goes, and it just feels so natural. It's the Jim-by Itai method of Mazda's manufacturing, that you always feel like you're in control. The vehicle does exactly what you want it to do. And as the wind starts swirling and the storm comes in, I have no concerns about, you know, taking this thing around a corner. It's a fun car to drive. I definitely suggest you come by and check it out. Thanks for checking out the video. We will have a CX-50 on our lot at all times, so I encourage you to look us up online, open Monday through Thursday until 7 o'clock at night, Friday and Saturday until 6. Take this bad boy for a drive, and we will see you soon. Take care.